Today, we're focusing on a topic that can transform your storytelling skills and take your characters to the next level. Imagine a character that leaps off the page, grabs you by the heart, and never lets go long after the ending. Or a cast of characters so authentic, so emotionally true, people can't stop talking about them. That's the magic of infusing your tale with a bit of your own personal story. But I know what you might be thinking. My life isn't that interesting. How could my personal experiences make for a compelling film, television series, or novel? Well, sharpen your pencils, my storytelling minions, because we're about to explore how mining your own emotional truth can be the key to crafting characters that resonate with audiences on a deep, universal level. And stick with me to the very end, because that's when I'll reveal an inevitable truth about the nature of storytelling. So let's get started. The screenwriter Emily V. Gordon notes, "A writer's greatest sadnesses, triumphs, and regrets, the most emotionally vivid moments of life, may not always be cinematic. But tapping into those personal truths is what allows a screenwriter to craft authentic, relatable characters and storylines, even if a multitude of plot details deviate in notable ways from real life." Your personal story is uniquely yours. No one else has lived your specific life experiences or sees the world exactly as you do. By sharing a bit of your own history, point of view, and life discoveries, you will be able to write a story that feels fresh and original. Pouring your unique perspective and voice into the script is what will distinguish it from the thousands of other stories out there. Even if you're writing within a popular genre, your personal touch will make the story stand out, giving the audience something tantalizingly unexpected that actually builds upon the conventions of any genre. When you write a story that you're passionate about, that enthusiasm shines through and makes the writing process more meaningful. Caring deeply about the story you're telling will also help you weather the inevitable ups and downs of the writing process. Your passion for bringing your personal story to light will be the driving force that keeps you motivated. Writing your personal story can be incredibly therapeutic and transformative. It allows you to process formative life events, gain new insights, and reimagine your own narrative. Writing your truth can lead to immense personal growth and a stronger sense of self. In turn, your growth as a human being will enrich your growth as a storyteller. The most powerful and enduring stories are those that tap into universal human experiences. At the same time, they make people feel less alone. By sharing your own vulnerabilities and foibles, you create the opportunity for the audience to see themselves reflected on screen. So don't shy away from the painful or embarrassing parts of your personal story. Those raw, honest moments will be the most powerful and relatable for an audience. But personal storytelling isn't just about making characters feel real. It's also about giving them rich psychological depth and complexity. Your own inner conflicts and contradictions are a goldmine for crafting multifaceted characters that transcend stereotypes or caricatures. Hemingway once said, "Create living people, not characters." And what better way to do that than by drawing from the messy, contradictory nature of your own lived experiences? A character's motivations often stem from the writer's own desires, fears, values, and formative experiences. By understanding what has shaped their own psyche and drives, writers can craft characters with clear, credible goals and motivations. Personal experiences can provide insight into the why behind a character's choices and actions. Revealing character through behavior that's grounded in authentic human motivations learned from real life helps us conjure up characters with compelling narrative drive. Themes often emerge organically from a writer's own experiences, values, and view of the world. Allowing a character's goals and conflicts to be shaped by the writer's personal story can lead to powerful, thematic underpinnings. Conveying meaningful ideas drawn from real life makes themes feel earned and authentic, not forced. Personal experiences can be distilled into characters who embody and explore the story's central themes in a truthful way. When people connect with your personal story on an emotional level, when it resonates as authentic and truthful, you've done your job as a storyteller. You've created something that transcends entertainment to become meaningful art. Now let's shift gears a bit here and explore how a storyteller can balance personal experiences with the need for a compelling narrative, because that's where it gets a bit tricky. Real life is messy and meandering, but a good screenplay needs a tight, propulsive structure. The key is to use your personal experiences as a starting point, but always filter them through the lens of, will this make for a compelling story? Here's the secret sauce to shape a successful narrative. Find the universal in the personal. While your personal experiences are unique to you, look for universal themes and emotions that will resonate with a broad audience. Focus on the aspects of your story that tap into shared human experiences like love, loss, triumph, or self-discovery. Even if the specific details are highly personal, the underlying journey and character growth should have a universal appeal. Fictionalize and embellish. Don't feel beholden to depicting events exactly as they happened. Take creative license to fictionalize and embellish your personal experiences in service of a more dramatic, engaging narrative. Combine characters, condense timelines, raise the stakes. Do what you need to craft a compelling story while staying true to the emotional core of your personal journey. Here's where you get to use your creativity and inquisitive nature to explore a different path than the one you may have chosen, or even right a few wrongs and heal from the pain of your past. Be selective. You don't need to include every detail of your personal experience. Only include the elements that serve the story you're trying to tell. Cut out extraneous characters or subplots that don't directly relate to your central message or theme. Streamline your personal experiences into a focused, purposeful tale. Get an outside perspective. When dealing with material that's very close to your heart, it's essential to get feedback from others. Share your story with people who aren't as emotionally invested and can give you an objective perspective on what's working and what's not. Be open to their notes and willing to make changes that will make your personal story more accessible and impactful to an audience. Here are a few notable examples of successful personal stories that have been adapted into compelling films. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck wrote the screenplay for Good Will Hunting, drawing from their own experiences growing up in Boston. The story of a brilliant but troubled young man resonated with audiences and launched both actors' careers. The personal nature of the story gave it authenticity and emotional depth. Director Cameron Crowe based Almost Famous on his own experiences as a teenage writer for Rolling Stone in the 1970s. By mining his personal coming-of-age story following rock bands, Crowe crafted a poignant, nostalgic film that captured the era and the emotions of an aspiring young journalist. This animated film is based on Marjane Satrapi's autobiographical graphic novel about growing up in Iran during the Islamic Revolution. By telling her personal story with honesty and insight, Satrapi gave audiences a relatable entry point into a tumultuous time and place. The specific details of her life story made the film compelling. Comedian Kumail Nanjiani co-wrote this romantic comedy based on his real-life courtship with his wife Emily V. Gordon and the cultural conflicts with his Pakistani family. By vulnerably putting his own cross-cultural love story on screen, Nanjiani created a funny and moving film that resonated widely. The personal specificity made it feel what was that juicy revelation about the nature of storytelling that I promised to share with you at the very beginning of this episode. Here's the thing. Even if you attempt to do anything but, In the end, you'll always end up giving us a piece of your own personal tale. Whatever the original concept was, however specific and narrow, even if you're writing based off someone else's idea, you'll end up using your very own sensibilities and unique experiences to develop and hone the tale you are working on. So embrace this inevitability of the storytelling process, because self-revelation, after all, lies at the center of all creative expression. Be brave enough to allow a piece of you to embody an important place in each of your stories. Harness the power of your personal experiences to elevate your writing ability. Will you have to shape and dramatize those experiences to serve the story? Absolutely. But don't underestimate the value of your unique emotional truth. Your personal story, authentically channeled through your characters, has the power to connect with audiences, move them, and even change their lives forever. So dig deep, be vulnerable, and have the courage to put your heart on the page. To learn more about visual storytelling, screenwriting, and the various coaching services I provide, I've included a link in the description below. Stop on by my award-winning ScriptVentures Academy and come on back whenever you need my support. If this video has inspired you, I want you to take an important step forward today. Write down one personal experience that you've been afraid to explore in your writing. Just one moment of emotional truth. Then ask yourself, how can I channel this into my character's journey? Let me know how this empowers and motivates you in the comments below. Let your personal story be the spark that ignites your most compelling writing yet. And always remember, your experiences, your voice, your perspective, they matter. They make you the unique storyteller that you are. Now hit that like button and share this video with a fellow storyteller who needs to hear this message. Be sure to subscribe for more videos on harnessing the power of story to live your best, most creative, most epic life. Until our personal paths cross again, be well, do extraordinary things, and live a story-charmed life.